Cheers!
Welcome to MovieBitches! Episode 277. Tonight we're reviewing One True Loves. But first things first, shout out to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month gets you ad-free early access. $10 gets you access to our viewing parties. Thank you all for your support. Really appreciate it. If you have requests and ideas for things that would make you want to be a patron, let us know in the comments.
Yes.
Second, make sure to subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Letterboxd, everywhere. One True Loves. Another Luke Bracey movie.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. With a pretty big cast. Phillipa Soo. Oh, not big.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was like, wait, what?
A pretty big, like, C-list cast. B-list? Sorry to be rude.
I recognized one person in this movie, other than Luke Bracey.
Okay.
The sister was on Bones for, like, ever.
And
that's all I got.
Well,
I feel like the mom looked familiar.
Yes.
Although she was in all of
Are you ready for this?
12 seconds of the movie. Oh, also, someone else was in it. I just remembered.
Okay.
Are you going to talk about it?
From Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
No.
That's who the mom was.
Oh,
His mom.
Beth Broderick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her mom also seemed familiar from something. I don't know what. They didn't focus on her face long enough for me to Shazam it in my brain.
Great.
But I was like, somebody. But yes, Beth Broderick and Zelda.
Oh, and Simu Liu from Shang-Chi, which I didn't see, but I heard was actually one of the better Marvel movies to come out as of late.
I'm good. I'm out. I haven't seen one since, I think, Miss Marvel.
I saw Black Panther 2. That was bad.
Oh, on the airplane.
Yeah?
Peripherally, with no sound, I watched Black Panther 2, Doctor Strange 3.
Oh, boy. Ant-Man and Wasp?
Thor 3.
Okay.
Love and Thunder.
Love it. Oh, God.
And Black Adam twice.
Oh, twice? What was this person doing?
I don't know. I'm a little scared for their mental health because I just peripherally was like, this is a bunch of gobbledygook nonsense. The editing is making me insane. Everyone is just flying around punching each other. I don't know what's happening. I hate this. I get it. I wasn't listening and everything.
Sure.
I lost the nuance of it. Look, It was a mess.
I kind of want you to watch The Eternals at some point, just to laugh about it. But anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
Wait, what were we talking about? This
One
movie.
True Loves.
One True Loves.
Yes.
Oh, also starring, I did it again. He showed up and I said, oh, Hugh Dancy's in this movie. Damn it, it's Tom Everett Scott. He's Shades from That Thing You Do.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
He was the sister's husband and had a total of
5 seconds.
line.
2 lines. Oh, and he ate noodles at the beginning. That was my first note. I said, it stars, okay, a few things.
Anyway, all I'm saying is I have no idea why Tom Everett Scott was in this film.
Sure.
Because, anyway.
Yeah.
One True Loves.
So, One True Loves.
Yes.
A story of romance and life's choices and, whatever.
Maybe we should have. What was it?
Yeah, sliding doors. Okay, I would say this movie is fully watchable. It's not good, but it wasn't so bad that I wanted to turn it off. It really did keep me engaged for a lot of it.
I wavered.
Yeah.
I would waver between this seems like a Lifetime film.
Yes,
that is like a TV movie,
yeah.
And I'm sort of disinterested.
Well, it was very Hallmarky too, of like,
yeah.
Her former lover from the big city wants her to leave the small town that now she wants to stay in and have children like she's supposed to.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it was
okay.
a lot. I'd waver between that and the sort of indie comedy that was happening on the sidelines at times with some of the other characters.
Yeah.
It was a strange genre.
Yes. It kind of reminded me of that Netflix movie Love Hard, the Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Where it's
that was a little more traditional.
A little.
I guess.
Similar vibes though of
this had more plot points, I guess. Because guess what? Exciting things. This movie is what happened after the credits rolled on Castaway.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's
Hunt,
also that Doris Day movie.
Has found a new life. Oh yeah, so it's also Move Over Darling.
Yeah.
And it's also My Favorite Wife.
Right.
And it's also based on a book.
that was written by the same. The movie was written by the person who wrote the book. People, husband, wife.
Husband, wife. Yeah. Taylor Jenkins Reid. She is a popular author at this moment.
There you go.
I read Daisy Jones and the Six. It was fine.
Great.
I've heard her other books are fine.
Great. I thought the writing of some of the dialogue, the sister had some really great lines.
Sister exposition.
Sister exposition. She really was.
You and Jesse had this beautiful life together, and then we all thought he was dead. And you found love again with a great guy. No matter what you do, you're gonna break somebody's heart.
Hey, just so you know, this is what's happened so far in the movie.
Right.
Wow, that was quite a bit of dialogue.
That was incredibly verbose, but accurate.
Also, bookseller's daughter. Didn't know that was a thing, but they kept saying it.
Well, but
she's
then,
like the real bookseller's daughter, you know.
I thought that was what the name of the bookshop was, but then at the end it was called Blair's.
Right, they said that because that was their last name. Blair's
No,
Books.
I know, but they kept saying bookseller's daughter.
No,
so I thought that was what the
that was the sister's a real
bookseller's
bookseller's daughter. Now here's a question.
There was so much business, I'm so sorry, around do you like books or don't you like books?
Right.
And that's my entire personality.
Yeah.
That I was confused. I'm sorry, what's your question?
It's fine. What was the sister doing? So
she revolved around her main character sister.
Honestly.
But also she has a deaf child and she's married to Tom Everett Scott.
Tom Everett Scott. Yeah.
That's what she has going on.
Love it, love it. Luke Bracey and Phillipa Soo move, right? They travel all over the world. They're like, I don't ever want to be back in this small town. But we never see it.
I thought, okay, so this is what I think it started bad.
Really bad.
The movie increasingly got better.
Yeah, because they stopped doing as much flashbacks.
Yeah, but the flashbacks were bad.
Yeah.
They should have been different. So they're at a party. Her and her best friend are talking about, oh, sexy swimmer guy. He's so hot, blah, 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 blah. Oh no, the cops are here. Run, party's over. Then they get arrested and she's like, my parents are gonna, blah, blah, blah. And then it flashes forward and we're married and we're travel writers and we're having a fabulous life together. Like there was no scene where, oh, you also hate books, I guess? I don't know. There was so much talk of her being like, I hate books. But anyway, I hate books and I hate this town and fuck them and let's go travel around the world and be fabulous people together.
They did have that scene.
We didn't see them leave, did we?
I think so.
It was just montage.
They were walking or something.
Was it?
And talking.
I must have.
And she was like, he wants me.
Well, it was quick. Real quick.
She's like, oh, my parents want me to run the bookstore, and I don't want to do that. I want to get the fuck out of here and go anywhere and do everything and see the world. And he's like, I want to travel the world, and we can travel together.
Maybe I zoned out.
It was quick.
Okay.
It was I think in the police station. It was quick.
Okay, because then we get a montage of stock footage of various fabulous locales and photojournalism, touristy articles of them traveling around.
Yeah, here's my thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, to go back, my issue is the movie starts terribly. It starts
terrible.
And it's the party.
It's the party.
And she's like, wow, freeze. Who'd have known? I couldn't even tell my younger self what was going to happen. And I'm like, fuck this.
Zach Morris freeze-framed and had future her voiceover.
Yep.
Which then it drops completely. It was terrible. Oh, that's what it was.
I think they fixed it. I think they tried to fix it in editing.
No.
Because
they should change it.
It was a mess.
The beginning was bad.
It was really bad. And because they kept doing flashbacks and flash forwards. And so it was like, okay, we see them at this party 15 years later. Now there's 5 people in a room giving toasts.
Had no idea what was happening.
It's like, oh, I'm going to give a speech.
Yeah.
I've been madly in love with Emma for a few years now.
A speech to who? There's 4 of you.
What's happening?
I was like, it should have been at a dinner table, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh, you guys, I'm so excited for you to get married and congratulations on your engagement or whatever.
Yeah.
He's eating noodles. What?
Not Hugh Dancy is eating noodles.
Not at a table. He's just out of his fist. I was like, what's happening?
I was really confused. And I kept thinking, did I space out?
Yeah.
Did I miss something? Key points were missing.
And then they go back to the same party.
No,
and
terrible.
Then they slowly progress us flashback, flash forward.
It should have started maybe at the house and cheers to your engagement.
Sure.
And we're so in love and we've started and
right.
we're starting our lives together.
And
phone
you're like,
call.
okay, this is nice. And then she gets a phone call. Honey, it's me.
Honey, it's me.
You're like, wait, I thought she was engaged to that guy.
Yeah.
And then we find out.
Or it's a police person, maybe. Your husband's been found.
Yes.
I think that would have been
I think
better,
that would have
because
been
then
better.
it's a clear way to get exposition, not through the sister.
Yep.
You and Jesse had this beautiful life together, and then we all thought he was dead, and you found love again.
Yeah.
And then maybe that's
I
where
don't
it
know how to
starts.
tell you this,
Yeah,
but
we found your husband.
is turned up alive.
He's alive.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Mic drop.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And then credits, and over the credits, maybe we can do some fun, flashy forward, backward stuff.
Well, certainly
Montage-y.
you could see them traveling. Oh, we see they were a couple. They love to travel. They were a whole thing. And then maybe we flash back to some point or whatever.
But the party scenes were giving me nothing.
Nothing.
So,
And it really, like, yeah, you could have set up the exposition of, like, they were in love, they were traveling the world, they were living, this
better
different life.
Yeah, this was the life they both wanted, and they were.
And now here we see her develop this whole thing of a different relationship with this other guy.
Yeah.
Once they got past all of the clunkiness,
It picked up.
I
I didn't dislike it.
No.
And there was scenes I liked.
Yeah.
And there was performances at times from the same actors that I liked and did not like.
Yeah.
It was in and out.
You know what it kind of reminded me of? I don't remember the name, but that Netflix Christmas movie this year where he had that terrible coat.
Oh boy. The Noel Diary.
Yes. It's some of those vibes too.
Yes. It felt more real, which somehow felt more awkward at
Yes.
first
Yes.
for a movie,
Yeah.
because we're not used to that, which then leaned into maybe this is kind of good.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of real.
Yeah.
I bounced back season foursies, just like the movie.
Well,
I
yes.
was,
Here and in and out, in and out. And also, the filmmaking was really bad.
yeah.
It was a lot of locked off shots, like wide
Yeah.
shots, just no interesting things.
No.
A lot of weird shots of like, oh, that's the best you can do.
Hugh Dancy eating noodles.
The music, the score was
Or lack thereof.
no.
The score was bad, but then sometimes there would just be scenes where I was like, I feel like this
Yes,
scene could use
this
some
could
music,
use a
and
little-
it's dead silent.
Yeah. But a lot of it was overscored, and it kind of felt like it was like a Grey's Anatomy episode.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, and then the fray came on or whatever, and I'm like, but what? Why? So
Right. Okay. So yes, she has just gotten engaged to new man.
Yes.
Oh no, my
Simu Liu.
husband who got lost at sea 4 years ago. We find out late in the game it's been 4 years. I kept being like, how long has it been?
How long
has
has-
it
right,
been? But
exactly.
how long has it been?
Yeah.
Is it a year?
Also, I'm
Is
just
it
really
12
confused.
years?
He was literally living on a desert island for
Look,
in
they really-
Alaska.
they really-
in Alaska.
No, in Alaska?
Alaska.
No, I thought that too, but then they said something like he hadn't made it yet to Alaska. It was off the Pacific because she was looking on that pier as if he was going to swim from Alaska, and I was like,
To
bitch,
Venice, right?
You are crazy, bitch. But then,
Also, that was not Venice, California, by the way, that she was standing on a pier of.
absolutely.
It
Well, there
like
was
Maine.
stock footage of Venice,
yes.
California.
Yeah.
And then, yes, when she was on the pier, I was like, what's this now? I feel like I needed the information. Like, it was so clunky in its exposition, and yet I was still like, I need more information.
Also, I just.
Oh, right, because, wait,
We never find out. She never knows what happened to him.
no, they underplayed the fact that he was in a horrific helicopter accident and then has PTSD from it, lived on it off the island, nearly dying every day for 4 years to then build up his strength, to swim back to shore?
I swore if I ever made it back to you, I'd tell you how sorry I was for leaving.
I'm engaged.
What?
I don't know.
don't know.
It was really downplayed.
Yeah.
He has one scene where he's like, oh, wow.
Whoa.
Really had a nightmare about that one. And I was
Yeah.
like, we're not talking about this enough. She should be like, let's go to couples therapy.
Yeah.
We need to get into it. How are you? How did it go?
Yeah.
What was it like? Tell me all about it.
Also, I
or
would
don't.
think that, like,
I don't know.
whoever he was like flying with or whatever it was, there should be some sort of settlement where that would also
Right.
include a lot of
Yes.
trauma.
Trauma.
It was downplayed.
Yeah, they just were like,
Because-
up, here he is.
Because this movie isn't Move Over Darling, where it's like, haha, he was on an island, but it was like, Gilligan's Island. It was
Right,
fine.
right, right.
Like this movie tried to be serious.
Yes.
And so you couldn't have that silly, like, what? They were stuck on an island.
There were no cell phones.
But clearly she's going to pick the other guy because he's hotter, right? Okay, yeah, so like no problem. Like from the onset, you're supposed to know. And in this one, I was like, I don't know, maybe both.
I
Be
wanted a
honest-
couple. Okay.
Look, I wrote down the same thing. I was like, honestly, the only way this movie's unsatisfactory is if it's a throuple.
Yeah.
Boom. And everyone would be talking about it.
Yes. It's true. If it was actually fresh, people would be talking about it. I wrote down a few things.
Wait, there's a throuple in Fresh?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. It would be like fresh and new.
Yes.
To have one of these stories not be, and then she moved on, but like there's enough room in my heart to love both of you.
And he made space for you. They kept saying like, oh, new guy made space for my love of you. You know, maybe there's a reason Sam was always hanging around both of them. I don't know.
No, that wasn't
Let's, explore.
I like that. But also, what really annoys me actually...
And they'll really turn that small New England town on their heads. What?
Right? Yeah.
Did you know that the bookstore is now owned by a throuple? They can hang out with Michael Urie in his flower shop.
Yeah, I love it. One of the things that really annoyed me about this was, in fact, that it was so heteronormative. Like, at the end, he gets all, like, weird.
Which one?
Sam, Simu Liu, gets all weird and freaked out about, like, her having fucked him, her husband.
Oh, I will say.
There was some, like, sex scenes.
I will say. There's a reason I'm wearing the shirt.
Yes.
So her husband comes back from the dead and, oh my God, you're back. What's happening? Blah, blah, blah. She immediately hangs out with him for a bit, then goes home to her fiance and she's like, I need you to fuck me right now.
Right.
Immediately. And I was like, okay, girl. All right.
Yeah.
And so then it fades to black.
No, it fades to a closet door.
Oh, right.
And I was like, is someone watching them in the closet? It was really
I
weird.
thought the same thing. I was like, is Luke Bracey in that closet now?
I was like, honestly, this is a weird thing to pan to.
I 100% thought the same thing. And I was like, so he's in the closet watching them because he's obsessed with her because she's kept him alive on this island for the past 4 years. And he can't be without her.
Right.
So he's going to watch.
I love that.
And then they become a throuple. Anyway, so then she's like, the husband that's back from the dead is like, let's go up to this very sexual cabin.
Well, in Maine with our lighthouse.
When we went to, the last time we were here was for our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be weird at all, and we're definitely not going to fuck, and, like, it's totally fine. We should go away for the weekend.
Did you I thought it was intentional that he wanted to go fuck her.
Oh, he definitely did. The fact that she was just like, yeah, sure,
it'll be fine.
let's go to the cabin. I was like, what? And she hasn't discussed this with her fiance at all. Like, everyone just keeps saying, wow, this situation's really weird.
It's complicated.
And in some way, I kind of appreciated that.
Yeah.
But anyway, she seemed surprised that they fucked, and I was like, okay, girl. But then, yes, down by the fire, I was like, fuck that dead husband. Yeah. And they did.
Yeah, they did.
I appreciated it.
Yeah, fuck that ghost. I did think about that. But so, okay, this was also fun.
Fade to the closet. I
know.
You really brought me back because I had
who's in the closet?
A very real moment where I thought it was Luke Bracey. Okay, yes.
So off of that topic, and then I'll go back to what I was talking about.
Yes.
Off of that topic, there was a certain point where I was like, wait, is he actually dead and she's imagining him and he's a ghost?
Oh my God, I would love it.
And it very fuck that ghost. And then I was like, no, because other people saw her. And then I was like, but wait. Is she in a coma?
Oh my God.
And she's just like imagining this and she's like in between, right? And she imagines that he's there, but then is she going to stay and live and come back to her fiance now? Or is she going to die and go be with her husband who's also dead in the depths of the sea, like Kate Winslet?
Oh, she just walks into the ocean Virginia Woolf style?
Well, I mean, she's in a coma and she's going to let go. I don't know.
Don't let go. Don't do it. Now, okay, how about this?
Yeah.
We do a rewrite.
Yeah.
He is marooned on the island for 4 years, but in the helicopter accident has a head trauma. Has amnesia.
Okay. Oh.
Comes back. What does that add?
Doesn't remember her?
He doesn't know, but everyone's like,
hey,
we were so in love. Yeah. And now she's having all these feelings.
Oh.
That might have been somewhat interesting.
You mean she's not engaged?
No, she is.
Oh, okay.
Well, either way.
Because it seems like, certainly at that point, then it's like, let's just call this a clean break.
But maybe she's like actually wants. I don't know.
Yeah. But it's so, anyway, when they were hit with that weird car accident at the end, it was like kind of whatever, but it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
He's like.
The tones were like.
It was all over the place. Some of it worked, and sometimes it was funny, and I was like,
sometimes I was like, oh, I'm watching Coda. Like like it was that tone where you're like, oh, it's like an indie comedy drama.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you'd be like, what's this? This is a terrible Lifetime Nicholas Sparks movie.
Well, I mean, it was very Nicholas Sparksian, and I'm into that.
There was a lot of letter writing.
Dear Jesse. It was only one letter writing, unfortunately, but yes. Actually, two.
He wrote her back.
Yeah. So anyway, Sam is like, oh, don't tell me. I can't even imagine you fucking. And I'm just like, I was just thinking about it that it was like so patriarchal, and he had that joke about, never mind, I don't, finders keepers, that's not, she's her own woman and she could decide.
Right, yeah.
It was weird, but also then it very much felt like that, where it's like, well, there's something that's so controlling property, right? Like, oh, she's my wife now, she's mine, I get to fuck her, no one else does, she can't decide who she's, like, it's weird.
Like, she wasn't that interesting.
No.
And so you're sort of going, what's going on? Does she have beer-flavored nipples?
A little bit.
What is it with this chick? She have beer-flavored nipples?
Because it seems like what the subtext is, and maybe they meant this, maybe they didn't, she forms her personality around who her partner is.
A little bit, yeah.
So...
That's true. I don't think they did mean that.
I don't think they meant that,
but it
was
really true.
It was very true, even with her sister. Oh, my husband's dead. I can't go on or live. Don't worry, I'll feed you and take care of you. And like, it was just like it was like nice, but also like, she's an adult.
Right.
Like, you could be there for her. You don't have to literally like take
care
over
of her.
for her. And so
maybe for like a week, you know, when she's
sure,
like...
Sure, of course. But there was like a weird, like, come, I will
Yeah.
take you back to your old life.
Right.
And then you can become me.
Right.
Because essentially she became her sister.
Her sister.
And then she met Sam, oh, I'll become him. And
Yeah.
it's very, you know, species, like, I'll just take on whoever is around.
That's very true.
Whichever
It's a little
personality.
weird.
So you're like, well, she sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a good point.
It was just like, I mean, sure, I guess everyone just falls in love with her because she just emulates whatever they are back at them, and everyone's a narcissist. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I would have liked a little bit more of her and Sam being friends in high school.
Oh yeah.
You know, and getting to know their personalities, and she's a rebel.
It's basically, it's just the credit sequence of Flash Forward, which is this Disney TV show. And they were best friends, and they lived across the street from each other, and they paid telephone over the can, and whatever. Just play that credit sequence over, and then you got. Oh, I nailed it. I got it.
Oh, they're best friends. Oh, they have a thing. Oh, she's quirky. She has posters on her wall. I did love the Heathers poster and the Little Shop of Horrors poster in the music room.
So the director directed
Heathers the musical.
Heathers the musical.
That makes sense.
I looked
because it wasn't Heathers the movie. It
No.
was, and I was like, I think that's the Heathers the musical poster.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There you go.
There was too many scenes of him talking to his students.
It was inappropriate.
Inappropriately.
Well, and then there was like the whole school, and I was like, this is dumb, but whatever. So a couple little nitpicky things or whatever. I mean, a few.
I love it.
Yeah. The Expedia ad of it all was far too much for me. There was like multiple like Expedia, and then like everywhere they went, it would be like, and then she posted an article, and on the ad, the ad on the side was.
Well, I'm sure all the stock footage was literally from Expedia.
Maybe.
Ooh, here we are in Thailand.
I love that. So anyway, it was just like there was a lot, and there was this weird thing where
I'm still really going back to that closet scene.
I know.
It was so.
I was like, oh, is he a peeping Tom? Like, who's gonna be in the closet watching them fuck?
I can't get past it. It was so weird. I'm like, I want that to be where it went.
But no.
I'm sorry.
But so it is similar-ish. Around the same time, you know, she's all like, I'm sad or whatever, and she couldn't sleep. And he's like, oh, you couldn't sleep, and she's like, yeah. He's like, oh, I'm gonna make you my Sam special, and it was like, I'm gonna turn on the shower.
Oh, the whole beginning of the movie was terrible. Like, I was like, this is a fake movie.
Right.
And I was really confused.
Very
and then
confused.
it picked
Also,
up steam.
Yeah, along the same thing, I would say drinking game, drink for every Fade to Black. And then that would make the rest of the movie a lot more fun, too.
So many Fade to Blacks.
Well, because it was all of the time travel. Every time they switched.
No, but anytime a scene ended, they faded to black.
But that's because every time.
Except when they faded to the closet.
Oh, my God.
It was
but
wild.
That was because it was at the beginning.
I guess.
Was all the time. Every time they traveled in time, it would fade to black.
But it was like a real quick one.
It would be, yeah.
It was bad.
It was bad. The too much time jumpies.
I think if they re-edited this, paid someone fantastic to re-sound mix it.
Yep, and rescore it.
Rescore it. I think they might have a really actually pretty decent movie here.
Honestly, it would take it from like for me, maybe
like
a C plus, B minus, to like a solid B plus.
Yeah.
It's like that close.
It was pretty darn close. And he does climb to the top of Lighthouse and read a dramatic letter about his wife who's giving up on him because he has died at sea and now he's back from the dead.
I mean, I would say that this movie was not really much worse than like a Best of Me,
No.
Longest Ride.
No, those have better sound mixes and editing.
Oh my God. I want a cowboy.
So I mean, you could watch.
I think it's fully watchable.
I liked the cast.
Yeah.
It was silly and weird and tonally slightly bizarre, but also kind of
Sweet.
I don't know. It was so close.
Yeah, but it did scratch that itch. And that's what I meant. Like, it reminded me of those Netflix movies where after I watched Love Hard, I wasn't angry. I was like, yeah, that was a movie that I watched, and that was a perfectly decent use of an hour and a half.
Sure.
A glass of wine, and it feels
so
nice.
much talk about Walden Pond.
Oh, I know, right? Also, she never read that Jane Austen quote at the wedding, and I was like, I wanted to know.
Their, like, love was so movie love.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
That's what I was. I needed more. I wanted more chronological.
Like, what? You guys are so unpretentious. You're late to your own wedding because you can't wait to lick your own wedding cake?
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
No. Oh, a couple other things.
Okay.
Okay. So one other theory that I had that unfortunately was not true, but so she fucks Sam and then they fade to closet.
Right.
And then the next day, she fucks her ex-husband, or whatever, widowed, non-widowed.
Fraternal twins?
Are they going to Mamma Mia her?
Oh, right.
And my one true loves was the baby, and then maybe one of the other husbands dies, right? That's what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you thought someone else was going to die.
Maybe. That's very Nicholas Sparksian, right?
Yeah.
So someone would have died in a car crash or something. Like, oh, he made it all the way back from the desert island.
If it was Nicholas Sparks, it would have been... So the ending is...
Or the two dads take care of her.
Yeah, the ending would have been that she realizes she loves Sam more, and she's desperately trying to find him, and they keep missing each other. And where were you? And where were you? And then the ending would have been she dies.
Yeah, she
in
gets
a car
hit
accident.
by a car. But also maybe there's a baby, and the two men raise the baby.
Now, if she had been pregnant,
it's Jesse's baby, but he raises Jesse's baby because he loved her so much.
If she had been pregnant when he went missing,
yeah,
add that element to it.
Yeah.
And now we've got this kid.
Yeah.
She can't just choose. He
Right,
has to be in their life.
Yeah.
And then it's a throuple.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm into that too. I'm into that one too. Can we talk about Debussy? It was very Twilight.
Debussy. I don't know.
Yeah. Claire de Lune is great.
I really lost it. I was like, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Let's talk about Debussy, and I will play Claire de Lune.
Of course.
Of course.
I'm shocked that you have not yet complained about her beret.
Oh, she really was putting it on wrong. It was not good.
It was not good.
It
was bad.
It wasn't.
It was bad.
It didn't work.
No.
Maybe she's not a beret gal.
You're right. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's not the look. I don't know. I thought that you would have complained, but I did. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Also, the proposal that they flashed back to of Sam to her was the most cringy.
I was embarrassed.
Right? It was so cringe.
On both sides.
Yes.
He's like, cover your eyes and let's walk downstairs.
In heels. No, rude, sir. That's how she dies.
Find a different way to do this. Then I'm going to put my coat on you while your eyes are still closed.
Yeah, why?
She didn't say she was cold. What's happening? Open your eyes. It's my students.
Right?
No. This is weird and wrong.
Why are you proposing in front of your students? Inappropriate.
I don't like it. Then they're playing her song, and then he's like, this is terrible. Stop.
Yep.
Stop playing. Now awkwardly stand here with your instruments while I confess my love to my fiance. Or no.
Inappropriate.
Then, when she got down on one knee, it was really awkward with the dress she was wearing, and I was embarrassed.
Yep, sure. Yeah. Although I did think that her little speech to him was cute. That was sweet.
There were some cute speeches.
There were some good speeches. The sister had some exposition speeches, not so great. But she also had some are you the person that you were, or do you want to be the person that you were with your husband?
Well, she does change with every relationship.
Well, right,
so
right. Are you going to change back? That was kind of the question.
Why don't you go find you?
Well, honestly.
Girl whose name was...
I don't remember.
Sam,
no.
Jesse, and...
Right.
Woman. I don't
remember.
I don't remember what it was. They kept showing it with all of her articles.
Right. Oh,
Kate.
Jesse. No, that was the husband.
That was Jesse.
Len. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well,
So anyway, I would say you could watch it.
if you can get through the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, wait till Luke Bracey shows up.
Yep.
Literally, not the young version, but like, wait till like it starts to get a little more drama.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. If I would not pay to see it in theaters, I don't think, but I would use my AMC freebie to go see it. Because, like, why not?
And keep an eye out for that closet shot.
Oh my god. Fuck that ghost.